Let's see here.
Fred versus Anthony.
Fred, who sits at 1 now, versus Anthony. So, we got Harpies on the yellow. And what was anything playing again? Firefist? Yep, Firefist, 4-axis on the pink. Now let me go ahead and start this clock over again. So this should be a pretty good matchup, I think. See who wins the dice roll on this. If I were Fred, I would be thinking Icarus, Icarus, Icarus. He runs 2 Icaruses in that deck. Having that extra destruction will be huge for him. He also runs 2 Mirror Force, 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless. All those are factors in this matchup. The one warning. He runs, again, those 2 Divine Wraths will be interesting. I think those will probably see some play as well. Because Anthony's matchup, Anthony has the 2 Lances in response. But beyond that, I think Fred has a little bit of an edge in this matchup here. The one interesting thing about doing King of the Hill this way is it's only game 1, and then it rotates. So there's no opportunity for side decking. You have to play a little bit more aggressive. You have to get those points on the board. Anthony is a little bit more of a slow player, so that could probably work to his advantage in most situations. But in a event like this, that's a little bit of a hurts him a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and start the clock. Players are gonna draw. Fred, I think, won the dice roll. Yep, he's got 6 cards in hand. So the current leader, current king, Fred, at 1. The actual points leader right now is Ernest. Ernest has 2 wins in a row with his Medulces. Let's see what Fred does. It should be pretty telling of what he drew. I see 2 traps. I see a spell. 3 monsters. I think the spell is a dark hole. I can't tell. Yes, Edgar does live in a yellow submarine. Fred sets 3. Sets 3.
Are you talking about my banana boat?
And pass. So Fred set 3 and passed. Didn't bring out one of his monsters. Probably doesn't want to give any kind of fodder for a I don't know. I couldn't see what his cards are. He's holding to that hysteric party in hand. He's going to need more monsters in the graveyard to make that guy live. So Anthony uses Pot of Duality and summons his dragon. Again, this is not one of the decks I'm as familiar with as you are. But is that a pretty standard play, Ed, to go dragon?
Yeah, dragon techie, use dragon's effect.
Okay. So now you need to play a fire formation card in order to activate dragon. So it looks like
he didn't open up.
He didn't open it up. Sets 4 back rows and passes. My guess is one of those is probably a Deep Prison, Compulse, Mirror Force. Probably one of those is a Tensin, I would imagine too.
I'm trying to sign up for this guy. This guy won't sign up.
Alright, so we got 12 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Fred's going to go ahead and start with, the Hunting Ground. Before he gets a chance to use it, though, Anthony's going to flip MST and blow up the Hunting Ground. Hunting Ground, when you summon the Harpy, you get to destroy a back row. So, Fred brings out Harpy Lady 1. Harpy Lady 1 is going to add to herself. I think Harpy Lady 1 is... Let's see here. Yeah, Harpy Lady 1 is 1,300 and becomes 1,600 with her own effect. She adds 300 attack to all wind monsters. So yeah, 4 back row with a Harpy Lady 1. What's Dragon's attack?
1800.
So he's got to have something up his hand.
Well, Harpy Lady 1 boosts herself up to 16.
16, so not enough to get over the dragon.
No.
I'm guessing that we're going to see an Icarus right now? No.
No, nothing.
Why did he normal summon the Harpy Lady 1?
I wouldn't assume that he was trying to scare his opponent, maybe bait him out for something. But I mean, the dragon or the Firefist player's not going to be scared if they have the Tensin back row, so they're going to win that damage step. I mean, only a Lance would probably work there.
Now I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I know one of those back rows is a hysteric party. I wonder what the conversation here is about.
I think it was probably just because Fred was trying to bait him,
Oh.
pretty much buff him out, and then he called him on his bluff.
Strong.
Yeah, it looks like Fred's looks like he's having a tough time with that big beater, that big body of dragon.
I don't know. I still would have just set that Harpy Lady 1. You could still bait it out with the Icarus attack.
Yeah.
So right away he's going to go ahead and hysteric party.
Yeah.
He's in a little bit of a desperate situation. It looks like.
Yeah, he kind of needs this to go off. It looks like because he has nothing big enough to get over it. Now, if he's lucky enough,
Yeah, see, that's a lot of back rows to do that into.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to lose both the monsters to bottomless.
Looks like he's going to lose his crown to Anthony.
Yeah, looks like he's going to... This crown, nobody has been holding the throne down long enough.
I mean, the only boon to that... Okay, so he's going to go ahead and torrential so those monsters go to the graveyard instead.
Yeah, he needs that to go off.
He can't have those cards banished.
Ramen does not want to log out.
Who?
Ramen. I logged them out like 7 times.
In Twitch. As a what, moderator?
He's probably playing right now.
Yeah, but it will log off this computer.
Open up a different window browser. Open up like a Bing or something.
So yeah, it looks like he, which was a good play because I mean he did ditch the Zephyros. Now he was able to bounce that party back.
Yeah.
Shot 2 parties back in hand, and now he has that Zephyros there as a floater. Now if he has Icarus, that's also going to help him out because the Zephyros is a floater now.
Sets the hysteric... Oh, did he? Did he not?
You know what?
Set the hysteric party?
Yeah, he set this like party because
Okay.
he had 2. He had
he had 2 in his hand.
He had 1 in his hand and then a Zephyros. He discarded the Zephyros for the one he activated, and he still had 1 in hand, which he still has the 1 party left in hand.
Now, let me ask you this, though. Against a deck that runs 3 MSTs and has some back row destruction with Gorilla and stuff, would you not want to set maybe both hysteric parties? They're not being a heavy in this format?
Now, I think his reasoning behind holding 1 is just in case he draws a card that he would want to keep in his hand.
Oh, for the discard. He needs a
element.
discard. Yeah.
But I probably would have set... It just depends, really, what he does here.
I just kind of feel like in a King of the Hill matchup like this, where you only have 15 minutes to put those points on the board, he needs that hysteric party to go off. Or let's see. Now that destruction, does that? Let's see. See, I gotta say, I'm not as informed about. Okay.
Alright, so it looks like Fred is going to draw... Now it looks like Fred wants to bait him out. He wants to attack, then he wants to chain party, get a double attack in, go for an exceed. He's holding that party very anxiously.
Wants to flip.
Yeah, he's holding it, looking like he wants to flip.
Time? Are they calling time?
It looks like they are calling time out.
Okay, time.
It looks like they have a question, so we'll pause the time here.
Okay.
Yeah, we are getting it rolling real quick for them, so the time will be held for a judge call.
Okay. Is this about hysteric party?
And we will get to you right back to you guys with
Let's find out
the
what
ruling.
this is. What is it? What's the question? So we'll find out what's going on. We'll find out what the question is. It's probably something retarded. I think the question is because Onslaught brought the monster out, and it was booked, does it get destroyed at the end? And I don't think that it does. I think because it's booked, it's not. So Onslaught versus book. I'm gonna guess it doesn't. Yeah, because the effect, it'll be reset. Guys, I think all the effects that are on the monster get reset when it's booked.
So, the ruling question was if the monster that comes out by Onslaught of the Fire Kings is Book of Moon, will it reset? After checking the ruling states that it will reset and its effects will no longer be negated and it will no longer be destroyed in the end phase.
Let's see, move that just a little bit. Okay, so after a little bit of a delay there, play resumes. Yeah, I think Fred lost out on that exchange. If you were Anthony, you go to Tiger King right now.
Yeah. You need to start building up before your opponent can build up. So that would be the perfect tactic right there.
Gets
to
that
do so.
tanky.
Yeah.
Tanky can search. Now have 3 tankies to search with. Yes, as long as it's. We need a ban.
That's true.
Okay, so there's that hysteric party. Fred was saving that card, and oh no, he just drew into. Is that a Chandler that he pitched? Oh no. I gotta say, I didn't see what just happened. I'm guessing not, because I see a Queen and I see a Harpy Lady 1 on the field.
No, it was Hunting Grounds on the field.
I think that's Graveyard. He's going to go to Chidori. He's going to put that set card onto the bottom of Anthony's deck, and then there goes the Tiger King, and gets to attack for 1900 attack.
That's a huge play. But the only fact there is, if Fred didn't think about that, the bear that he searched off the Tenki.
So he has a bear in his hand.
He's got a bear in hand.
Yeah, he has a bear in hand. So, that play was good, but it's not going to do much for him now. He's going to leave him in the top deck and stay.
Would there be a better 4 to go into?
A Might Stroke would have been suffice, depending on the defense of the Tiger King.
Gotcha.
So he could have flipped it down, tacked it, and then, a bear couldn't immediately run it over.
Tiger King's defense is... tell you right now, it's 1800 attack.
So no, Might Stroke would not have done the job either, because what happens is he would have flipped it, attacked it. The monster would have then just stayed. So for the Harpy player,
let me see what answers the Harpy player might have got.
So Hysteric Sign goes off. Fred gets a +3 cards to his hand at the end. He grabbed the Queen, he grabbed the Chandler, he grabbed the Dancer. That's pretty standard.
Yeah. So it looks like that was the Harpy player's best opportunity was to get the Chidori, because he did get 2 cards exchanged for it. Granted, he did have the bear, did pop the Chidori. He will get the effect off.
And it looks like Anthony only has 1 card in hand.
Yeah, it must be the card
now.
he drew.
Yeah, so he's going to get 1 card now from attacking with Bear, and Bear's effect.
Now, John, I have a question for you in your match real quick. Against the Dolce player, you left this guy face up, the Messenger Gelato, knowing that he could top deck another 4.
So at that point, I had 3 options here. He could top deck a 3 to get an Invoker, which he plays numerous things. He plays more Muse and more things. He plays the least amount, maybe of 4s. He might have played the Messenger Gelatos and the other, a Crufson or a Wolf.
No.
I'm sorry. Croissant, the little dog guy.
What's his name? Magdalene's 4.
Magellan's 4 too.
Magellan, and then he had also the Invoker, which my Phoenix Chain was equipped to, and he had 3 MSTs still live in the deck. So in my eyes, in any one of those that I attacked, he could top deck the out for the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I attack the two regular monsters and leave the XYZ, the Invoker, he can top deck MST, make Invoker live. If I attack the Invoker and the Messenger Gelato, he could top deck the level 3 and XC. So in that certain matchup, what I was pretty much trying to do in pretty much a King of the Ring match was basically hit for damage, get as much damage as I can across the board, and then with that point, I hopefully win the game that way.
Just a quick update to the game here. Fred with Hunting Ground live brings out Dancer. Pops a back row, which was Lance. Anthony flipped Lance to target Dancer. Dancer returns to hand to bring out Chandler. Chandler then blows up the the used tanky that was sitting face up on the field, and then proceeds to use Chandler's effect to, I'm going to guess, go to Pet Dragon right now. He sits at, I can't really see all the life points. Is that only 500 or is that 6,500?
Now,
oh, it's 1,500. It's 1,500. So Fred sits at 1,500 against Anthony's 26. He needs to put up big time damage. Time is
7 minutes.
Oh crap! Yeah, hold on a second. We're gonna call time.
Deduct 3 minutes.
Wait. Yeah, we can't call it on. So let's
No.
go.
Deduct 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes off.
Now back to the play. I understand your reasoning, but even if he did top deck a MST and use Invoker's effect, he had no cards in hand. So all he was getting is another Messenger Gelato in defense.
Correct.
Now you left the Messenger Gelato, he topped deck a 4. Tiramisu's coming out, and there goes your field.
I mean, at that point, it's just I want to go for damage. He could top deck any one of the outs for any of them because they all had an opportunity to have a top deck card for those cards. So I just wanted to hit for damage at that point.
There's another Chidori. That doesn't. Seems like there's better plays than that.
Now with this
It seems like he could have put up. He could have. What could he have done though? Paleoperative wouldn't. Does he run? Wouldn't have done it. Yeah, I guess that was his best play. But now he sits with a face-up attack position 1900 monster
Looks like
and only 1500 life points.
It's game. It's
Yeah,
game.
if he searches Tensu has a bear in hand, or even another model.
He has a bear in hand.
That's game then.
Yeah.
Good game.
So there we go. We got a new king, Anthony. Nobody can break. Nobody can get a good run going here. I think your title is safe, Edgar.
Let's see. We have Ernest with the highest city. I have 3.
And then Jono won, Fred won, Anthony won.
Yeah, and everybody else has 1 win. So Ernest right now is holding the crown for that king title. But it looks like Fred is still holding that throne down right now. Maybe he will become the king for today. So again, now Anthony is going to become the king
We're gonna.
for the throne, and we will have him paired up against Ernest.